Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll, and today I want to give you an update of where I am and what I'm doing. Alright, so I showed you yesterday where all my blankets were. I had a ton of blankets and they looked like they're about ready to fall. So I went after the blanket zone. So here's my blanket zone, and there it is now, a little bit more neaterized. My word, I made it up. But anyways, I still don't like it. I don't like those blankets being there. So I was doing some thinking. And I think that's it for the weekend, for thinking, okay? But anyways, I was doing some thinking, and this is what I came up with. Some of these blankets I just love, and I want to still keep them. But I don't want them up there. But I still want to access them. How am I going to do that? So what I thought about doing is, I have those great big prams in my house. What I'm going to do is take the dolls out, and I'm going to layer the bottom with my blankets here. Now, if I want a blanket, I can pull one of them out of the pram. And it'll give these will give a nice cushion inside the prams as well. If I want a blanket, I pull one out. And that's where my blankets are going to be stored now. It's going to line up the bottom of my prams. And it'll give the dolls a little bit more of a lift. That's fine. I'm all right with that. They actually could use it anyways in there. I don't know about all these blankets. There's still some I would like to get rid of. I've been looking at them and I'm going, no, I don't like you still. Don't like this many. I don't need this many. So I'm going to look at it one more time, keep what I like, and get rid of what I don't want. I handed a big bag of blankets to the Salvation Army today, and I said, here. And I ran away as fast as I could. And I don't miss them. I really haven't even missed them. And I'm thinking all this time I've kept them up there, and I've been using up shelf room that I could be using for other things that would help me organize my shop so much better. So it's time for me to start looking at other ways of organizing my shop. I've got stuff up in my attic. I've got bins up there that are not with dolls in it, just with things that I need to use to restore dolls. I just can't get to it because why? It's locked up there and I have no room down here to put things. Well, look at here. I have a place now where I could put this shelf here could be used for dolls, for my supplies and whatnot. And I would love to get this stuff. It wouldn't be stuff I would use right away, but I would be using it throughout whenever I needed it. You know, I could see it. So that's my next step. But what did I do over here? Well, because I cleaned out so much of my bins, these were all extra. So I put in here, I got white slips. These are all doll. I mean, not big dolls, little doll related. And so I have what I call full slips and lacy bibs in here, medium pantalettes, small pantalettes, large aprons up here. I got small bloomers and full-bodied underwear, or we call them teddies here. Sherry from off of YouTube there, but she's now deceased, my friend, she used to call them union suits. We call them teddies here. Then I have large bloomers here. So that's what this has done now. This stuff was spread all throughout my shop, and I couldn't find any of this stuff when I wanted to find it. I was like, I don't know where it is. I just got to keep looking. And I would spend hours just looking for to find sometimes just one thing. Now it's right here in my eyesight. So I want to get rid of this and put it in my buggies, and then I'm going to get more of these and just start going right across and start filling up and then I'll know where things are and not be so congested down here. This is so congested down here. I mean, it's great, but I need to spread out and sprawl out more. This is what you call growing and understanding your hobby more and learning how to work with the room that you have, because I don't want to build another shop. That's what I was almost thinking about, is getting one of those little houses that you could put out in your yard. But I don't want to spend that money like that. I want to spend that money other ways. Besides more room. I've got room. I just have to learn how to use the room that I have. And that's what I'm going to do now. So, next thing is to get these blankets into and go through them one more time and then understand what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. And that's where it goes, and that's how it's got to be done. And I'm all right with that. I say to myself, I am fine with that. That is okay. I'm all right with it. I'm like, wow, I've come up with a great idea. Like I said, the thinking's done. I can smell burning going on. Okay, now let's come over here. I want to introduce you to somebody that I've had hidden for a little while, and I sat on her for a while doing some thinking about her. I don't want to get too vocal about it because it's a touchy subject, but I want to introduce you to my little gal here, Marna, off of Dolls Rescued. She had one of these little dolls, and it was from the sculpt Tink, and an artist made her, but this is from AliExpress. And so anyway, somebody on my doll channel decided to tell me that some of the artist dolls bodies and dolls, reborn dolls were stolen, and China was making them and all this stuff. And I just thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't show her then, because maybe this was a stolen one. I didn't know how to feel about it at that time. I've had her for months and months and months. So I hid her away thinking, what am I going to do with her if this is a stolen one or not? Well, as time went on, someone put a video on YouTube explaining how this all works. And once I heard the video, I didn't feel so bad. And I listened to the video right from beginning to end. And this is my conclusion. My conclusion is this. To the artists out there, when your sculpt has been stolen, you have the lawyers, you have the paperwork, you have everything to go fight for that sculpt to be rescued. If you don't, that's your prerogative. If you do, that's your prerogative. Go fight for it. I'm the person on the other end here, and I hear other people say, well, just don't buy it. No, I'm going to buy as I see fit. If I want something and I can afford it, I'm going to buy. They were selling her for $30. And I saw the original Tink. There's a bit of a difference in the Tink that I have and to the Tink that she has. You can see a bit, you know. And so anyways, they changed the sculpt a bit. Now I heard some of these, the artist sells their molds at the end when they're done with it to China. I don't know if that's what they did with this. I don't know anything what happened. So I'd never buy anything off of AliExpress? No, I'm going to buy. And I leave it up to the artist to fight for what has been stolen. I think a lot of the stuff being stolen has kind of come to a head, and I think some of this stuff has, I think they're on to things more now, fighting it, and I hope they are anyways. I have to leave it in their hands because that monster's too big for me. I'm the buyer on this end. And, you know, my daughter and I were at a dollar store the other day, and we saw something that was being sold at Michael's, and from Michael's at the dollar store. The exact same thing. We saw it at Michael's. And we saw it at the dollar store. Same thing. We were shocked. My daughter bought it, and she says, that was at Michael's. And I went, yeah. And it was a lot lower in price than what Michael's had it. So what's going on? Was they bought from the same, was it stolen stuff? Did somebody made it cheaper? I don't know. It looked the same to us. I think there's a lot of this stuff going on. But I can't fight that monster. Nor can the next person out there. And so anyways, for those who can't afford, and they want to afford a nice dolly for themselves to enjoy, I say go for it. And to the artists out there, you're going to have to fight for what's yours and what you made and to protect it. I heard some of them some artists are not even buying protection on their, I don't know, their molds or something. Some are not. I don't know the whole story. I don't understand it all either. I'm not going to even try to. But one thing I do understand is I bought her, I love her, and I'm going to enjoy her. I'm not going to hide her anymore. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to buy more. And to the next person who doesn't like it, don't buy. That's all I can say about this. But I enjoy, I've enjoyed seeing her, but I didn't feel like I could show her. But I'm going to show her. And here she is, and you're going to see her more often. And I'm going to keep buying what I feel along the way. And I'm going to buy from AliExpress. And I'm going to buy from Temu. And that's how, and people are buying left, right, and center these dolls off of there. And I leave it up to the artists to go after them and to make sure that they're rescuing their work and ensuring their work so it doesn't get stolen. It has to come from them. They have to be the ones to make sure that their work is being looked after. And this has gone on for years with artists from paintings to whatever. It has went on, forgeries of all kinds that have went on. And forgeries have been sold for millions and not the real artists on there. So, and who goes after it? The police and whoever they go after, to the person who's doing the forgery. You know, they go after them. And, you know, I expect that to be done in that manner. She's beautiful. I think she's a gorgeous little piece of work, a nice little artistic piece. And I'm going to enjoy her. And this is Lucille McDolly. That's what I'm calling her, Marna. I hope, Marna, you're watching this because that's what I finally named her. Why am I calling her Lucille? Well, I think some of you can kind of pin it together with the red hair. And we know who had red hair on television. Lucille Ball. I don't know. This is Lucille Ball as a pixie. But that's what I'm going to call her. Lucille McDolly. All right. I hope you enjoy this. And like I say, I don't mean to step on anybody's toes, but I'm going to enjoy this little doll here. I think she's cute. And I'm not going to do too much to her hair because I like how it's flopping all over the place. Kind of like a tussle, you know. It's all, I don't know, it's just kind of messy, but nice, you know. I like how it curls here and there and falls all over her head. So I think she looks cute like that. I kind of left it the way it came out of the package. So I really think she's a cutie. But I like her upward look, you know. Her little lips kind of crooked there, you know. And I don't know, I think she's just cute. So anyways, thank you for joining me. And like I say, I don't mean to step on anybody's toes about this. And I do feel for those that their work does get stolen. And I hope they were able to, you know, go after the right people and, you know, protect their work. Because, you know, they put a lot of work in behind a lot of these molds. And I understand that. But anyways, I'm not going to go over it anymore. But I'm looking on AliExpress tonight, and there's something there I saw that I might want to buy. And I've been looking at it, so another doll. So I might just buy another something else here. So you never know. And I don't know if it's been stolen or not. I couldn't even tell you. I don't know. So, and I didn't even know about this one, if she is or not. And I don't care if she was or she wasn't. Who should care? The artist. And I hope she's going after him with her lawyers and everybody else. And, but anyways, isn't she gorgeous? I love her. I just love her. So no more about it. I'm not going to talk no more about it. I think we all have our thoughts about it and our ideas and everything. But she's cute. I think I love those little feet. Look at those feet. Oh, and she's so nicely painted and everything. Like all the markings on her, just beautifully done. I can't believe how well they did. Like they put on her her like her painting on her lips and everything. I think she's gorgeous, you know. So anyways, have a great night, everybody. The weekend's here. And I hope you have a great weekend. Excuse me there. And I'm going to keep going after this shop here. I'm not done yet. I know I got to get back to dolls. I want to work on my Casper the Ghost. I'm going to drop right now I'm going to drop working on the composition dolls. And I'm going to try to work on my Casper the Ghost. I found him. And I want to get going on, on getting him painted next year. So anyways, thank you for joining me. And like I say, hope I didn't step on anybody's toes. We all have our feelings about this issue. And I do respect everybody's feelings and how they feel. And like I say, you don't want to buy, I respect that. If you do, I respect that. And anyhow, have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll be talking to you again really soon. Okay, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.